Boredom or the loneliness trap is not a good foundation for getting into a relationship. Fix boredom by finding a purpose. Fix loneliness by being okay with being alone in and of yourself. Hi there, how are you today? Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for logging in. Loneliness is a hunger for connection. Boredom is where you are actually void of purpose. And a lot of people confuse the two and try to fix the lack of purpose with a person. So which one are you? Are you bored or are you lonely? Remember in one of my last videos where I talked about being in a relationship because I lacked confidence and getting into a relationship where the person wasn't actually helpful for me? One of the reasons why I also got into that relationship was because I was also bored. And because I didn't have anything to do, I really didn't have a purpose that was driving my waking moments. And so this person was more or less there to fill that void. And it was, like I said, it was a thing of boredom and I just needed that, void to be filled. But whether it's loneliness or whether it's boredom, either one of those things could actually become a trap. If you think that you want to get into a relationship because you're bored, where it might actually just be because you don't have anything that you're really doing for yourself and with your life, and you just think, oh, let me get into a relationship so that, I can have stuff doing. It's a wrong reason to be in a relationship. Are you also lonely and you're thinking, oh, I need connection? It might seem like, okay, yes, because we are all built for connection, but then do you want to be connected to somebody because you are feeling alone? It might seem like a good thing to do, but it's also a wrong basis for getting into a relationship. Because is it possible for you to find comfort and find enjoyment and find peace in your own alone moments and alone times? And I'm not ruling out the importance of connection. It is important. I mean, if you do listen to me, you know that connection is important. But we want to be connected for the right reasons and not because you are lonely. You want to be connected because you're bringing the best version of yourself to the table. And so when you feel like you're alone or you feel like you're lonely and you just want to be able to feel that loneliness with connecting with someone, it's also a faulty foundation to get into a relationship. And if we're looking at relationships that are going to lead into marriage, then you're looking at a situation where you're getting into a relationship because you're lonely, and that relationship is now going to end up in marriage. What happens when you're married and there are times when you have to be apart from your spouse for a long period of time? If you haven't dealt with that issue of loneliness and not solving that problem by connecting with someone, but solving that problem by finding pleasure in being on your own or being able to spend time with yourself and appreciate the time spent with yourself and be able to do things all on your own and not feel lonely about it. So you can go and watch a movie by yourself. You can go and take yourself out for lunch. You can go and have ice cream with your friend, with your other friends, and not connecting loneliness or being alone with having to be in a relationship. I hope you understand what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say to you today is that the boredom or the loneliness trap is not a good foundation for getting into a relationship. Fix boredom by finding a purpose. Fix loneliness by being okay with being alone in and of yourself. So be happy with being with yourself. Be happy with being alone with yourself. And that only happens when you begin to pour into yourself and develop yourself and grow yourself so that you're happy with who you are and who you are becoming. And then you can get into a relationship on a good and a better foundation. Thank you for tuning in today. Till next time, I honor you and I love you. God bless.